Alright, hey everyone. Today I wanted to talk about Sunset Overdrive and its gamepad aiming issues. To start, Sunset Overdrive uses about 24% circular dead zone, so you have to move the stick that far before you start seeing any cursor movement occur. This is a pretty common dead zone size, but it is large. You can see just how much stick movement I can make without anything occurring in-game. The game only has a single sensitivity slider, so this can't be adjusted. It also restricts diagonal movement around the axes in a cross shape, very similar to a square dead zone, so I can make bobbing motions like this without while moving perfectly left. I can point at a very obvious angle like this and still move perfectly left, and then move perfectly up when I move just right here. It's very obvious when looking straight up or down when you start seeing diagonal movement occur. And of course the issue with this is that diagonal movement is incorrect, because where you point the stick doesn't necessarily mean that's where the cursor is going. The next issue is aim smoothing. So aim smoothing is where your turn rate builds up over time. So instead of pointing your stick fully and getting your maximum turn rate out immediately, it takes a bit to build up to that speed. So you can see I'm making circular movements, and despite having a rather fast top sensitivity like this, it's making kind of small circles. And with a sensitivity like that, you should be seeing circles more akin to this with fast movements. But since it doesn't have enough time to build up to full speed, that's why you're seeing small circles. Aim smoothing can make aiming feel sluggish, because you might expect your full turn rate out, or full turn rate or whatever other value you selected out. But since you're not getting it, you're starting off at a slower value, you can feel sluggish. And tracking targets can feel inconsistent, because the initial movements you make are in flux, so you're not getting the turn rates you expect. Lastly is the horizontal sensitivity is quite a bit faster than the vertical. That or horizontal is has some extra acceleration applied to it, and that can be a little awkward when trying to track targets when quickly moving up or down like this. Same with aim smoothing, just exacerbates that issue. Now this game does use some pretty generous auto aim options, so when your cursor is close enough to an enemy, you will see this red dot, so that's where it's corrected to. So you can see that I don't have to be perfect. And when passing over an enemy, you'll see the sensitivity drop a little bit. So this game is by no means unplayable, but it just makes things a little clunkier, even if you're landing your shots. Lastly, while it's not an aiming issue, it is an issue I'd peg for the game. This game uses a weapon wheel, but like a lot of other weapon wheel implementations, there's a delay before the weapon wheel registers in favor of cycling. So if you tap the button, you'll cycle through your weapons. If you hold it, the wheel will appear, and this creates a delay on the wheel. So it makes it so you can't quickly swap through weapons on the wheel. So if I try switching two weapons through the wheel, I instead will, if I switch too fast, I'll instead cycle rather than use the wheel. So that makes it so you can't switch as fast as you could otherwise through the wheel. And there's functionally a speed cap when doing that. But that about covers it. It's a bit of a shame to see these issues, but it's kind of long since this game came out, so none of these things, I don't expect any of these things to be addressed. But I just want to point them out, and hopefully if any sequel comes out, these will be addressed, or maybe any other games that Insomniac makes won't have these issues. Anyway, that about covers it. Thanks for watching, and have a good rest of your day.